Okay, Google. Give me directions to the Travel Lodge in Pembroke Docks.
The best way to get to Travelodge Pembroke Dock by car is via M4 and will take about 3 hours and 35 minutes in light traffic.
Oh my god. Hello. So, the wife has gone to Berlin for the weekend, which means I have a whole weekend to myself. I'm going to go to Pembrokeshire. So it's about 3.5 hours drive. It is a Friday evening. It is 5:20, and I will be leaving very soon. I'm predominantly going there for some landscape stuff, but Skomer Island, although it does look very picturesque, is famous for all of its puffins, and I've been to so many places now where I really wanted to see some puffins and didn't get a chance, so this might be my chance. So, without further ado, I'm going to sort out my stuff and go. Finally arrived. This isn't the travel lodge that I actually booked. When I arrived there, I thought, oh, I'll double check the date, because the guys in front of me had screwed up their booking. And it turns out I actually booked it for next week. So luckily it was a flexi booking thing, so I just cancelled it and got my refund. So I'm at another place down the road, and it turns out it's actually saved me like 32 quid, and I get free breakfast included. Tonight I'm just going to do a little bit of just recon. So I'll have some kind of idea of where I'm going, because I've literally done no planning for this, as you can tell. But it should be a good weekend. Like, I don't get stressed about travelling or anything. What happens happens. It's all an adventure, right? So, gonna plan tomorrow, edit some video, go to sleep. Okay, so just done a bit of research. If you want to get to Skomer Island, you need to get there early, because they limit the number of tickets to 250 a day. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to have to move everything forward. I'm going to wake up early, really early, probably only going to get about 5 hours sleep. Then I'm going to get to it's Martin's Haven, Little Bay. The ticket office is near there, I believe, for Skomer Island. Get my ticket. It's about 11 quid. I need to take some cash as well, so I'm going to stop at Tesco along the way. I'm going to get there for 8 AM. I think the doors open at 8:30. Get my ticket, and then I'll head off. But yeah, then I'm probably going to spend most of the day over there. Come back. I think the boat is at 3, and then I will just explore the local area. I think that west coast. Might do a bit of driving, see if I can find anything cool. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be jam-packed. So I'm booked onto the 11 o'clock ferry, or boat, to Skomer Island. I could have chosen the 10 o'clock one, but I wanted to go for a bit of a walk around here first. It's just some really nice scenery. So yeah, I'm just having a quick walk around. I need to be at the jetty for 10 to 10. But there should be some pretty cool sights around here. The birds around here are lovely already anyway. I might get a little landscape in as well. This is really cool. Got some cows just grazing on that little spit of land over there. And this is really nice, just like, well, what would you call this? A little covey bay thing. So I think Skomer is beyond that island over there. I think. Not too sure. Yeah, it's nice. It's the thing, everybody gets here really early and they try to get on the first boat, but which is why I thought I'd hold back and come here instead. Nice and quiet. Just stopped off. I'm going to get the 70-200 on the camera with the teleconverter. I haven't shot with it very much, so I think I should probably practice on some of these birds that are flying around. If any of them are good, I'll probably show them about now, but I'm guessing none of them are going to be good. So the reason why I want to practice is there are a few limitations with this setup. Because it's an f4 lens, the autofocus does work with this camera, but only on the center point, unless you're in live view, and you can't do 400mm zoomed in photos with live view. It just won't work. So when you're using the optical viewfinder, you only have the center point to focus with. So yeah, let's get some practice. But yeah, this is lovely. It's so tranquil. I'll just turn the camera around. This is my view right now. Definitely worse ways to spend the weekend. So I'm walking to the north of the island, which is where there should be some seals, if we're lucky, and possibly we might see what are they called, dolphins in the sea as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. Just saw my first lot of wild puffins up close. They're very cute. Got some pictures. None of them are great so far, but you know, the day's still young. They're very strict about where you walk here. You have to stick to the paths because there's loads of burrows all over the place. So this island is the habitat of many burrowing birds. I think manx and puffins and some others. I need to get my guide out. I'll see. Actually, it might just be those two, but still, they're all over the place. Like, they're literally just covered. So yeah, sticking to the paths. Yeah, these views are amazing. Check this out. One sec. See them? You hear them? Mad. Cool, just took a landscape. Didn't want to do any vlogging whilst I was doing it. Just, you know, there were people nearby, I didn't want to disturb them. But I've recorded the whole process. I actually did a comparison as well. My DIY filter holder versus the one that I got from, or with my, you know, filters, or for my filters. And the difference is night and day. I was even covering the old filter to try and make it as fair as possible. No way. Yeah, it's mad. So yeah, happy I did it. Saw some seals, which was quite cool. Shame I was so far away. There's nowhere on this island, I don't think, to actually get down to the coast, unfortunately. But oh well, gonna keep walking.
A few moments later.
Just found some more puffins. Gonna try to get closer. Alright, I am fed and hydrated. I'm obviously back in the car. I highly recommend Skomer Island if nobody's been and they're interested. It's fantastic. Great walk. I'd say the perimeter path all the way around it is probably about 5 miles. Highly recommend it. Got some pictures. So, a few issues. 70 to 200 on its own. Realistically, unless you're really close to the animals, birds specifically, is not long enough. Having the 2x teleconverter on there with just a single focal point, and the fact that my lens isn't image stabilized either, is very difficult to use. So I'm hoping I've got some usable shots. I cranked the shutter speed up to like 1600 and 1600 of a second. I think I've got some sharp shots. Also, you can tell that with that teleconverter on there, the image isn't as sharp as it should be. So, it is what it is. I think if I was to go there again, I'd probably hire a 400 or 100 to 400. I think that would definitely suit this environment better. And I actually saw someone today, he had a 60 Mark II and a 100 to 400 on there. Cool, anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm done. I'm going to try and drive now. I'm going to drive up the coast and stop somewhere. And I'm just going to scope out some locations. Once I've found something I'm happy with, I'm just going to perch myself there and wait for sunset. I've got a couple of good landscapes there, I think. And, oh my god, I'm going to put the comparison of me using a, what was it? Okay, so I was at about 12mm on my 10 to 18 with the original filter holder that I got for my filters, and then again with the new filter holder that I've designed, and the difference is unbelievable. I'll be showing the images now. That I'll leave them unedited, just so you can understand what I've been dealing with. And essentially, every time I wanted to do a long exposure, and there wasn't, if I had the polarizer on there, it would minimise the reflections, but they're still there, and the glaring still there. You could argue, oh, should make sure you clean your filters, but no filter is going to be totally spotless and free of dust. So that's what the new filter holder combats, and it does a bloody good job. I was genuinely surprised at how much of a good job it did. You get better contrast, and you just don't get any of the flaring or glare that you get with the other one. So what I'll do, once I've finished and I'm totally happy with the final design, if anyone else out there uses 84mm filters and has a 3D printer handy, I'll upload my files onto Thingiverse and make them available.